All right, welcome to Sinbin Stream. Helps when you have the mic in front of your face and not muted. Tonight we start out in Detroit. We have the Seattle Kraken at the Detroit Red Wings in an NHL doubleheader. Then the next game we will have Utah Mammoth at San Jose Sharks. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, and hope you're ready for some hockey. All right, let's check the audio. Sounded all right. Excuse me. All right, we got that ready. This ready. Oh yeah, let's get to the starting goalies and lineups. 1 second. Yep. They're gonna be ready pretty quickly here. Decord in net for the Kraken. He's 6-2-3, 2.83 goals against average, 9.900 save percentage, 1 shutout. Talbot 7-2-0, 2.71 goals against average, 8.96 save percentage, no shutouts. All right. Don't forget to vote in the poll for who you think's going to win tonight in Detroit. 11-7-1 Detroit, 9-4-5 Kraken. All right, face off controlled by the Kraken. They're in white going left to right. Again, the Wings in all red going right to left. Shot from the blue line. Saved. Another one on the rebound by Talbot. Should be 2-0 shots on goal. Seattle already. We'll see. And the Red Wings send it to the blue line. That shot doesn't get through. And we're at 19.5 to go in the first period. Kraken over the line. Shot. Another save by Talbot into the far boards. And Talbot plays it behind the net. And the Wings send it up. Not out, though. Kraken hold it in. That shot is deflected behind the net. All right. Let's go Kraken, says Jeremiah. And Marchment picks it up for the Kraken. They go the other way. Dump it in. Wings had it behind their own net. Send it up the... stolen by the Kraken. Now the Wings steal it into the left wing area. Near circle. Centering pass. Oh, no, that was a shot on net. A good save by... let's see. I forgot already who their goalie is. Decord. My apologies. As we are now far circle shot. Another save by Decord. And I think they just got another one, and the Kraken take it behind the net. They still haven't updated. I'm doing the Detroit Red Wings broadcast. Yeah, now it's 3-3 shots on goal. Up the length of the ice and icing against Seattle. So some good scoring opportunities here. That was a deflection. I thought that was a tough angle shot. Nice pass from the near circle into the slot and deflected on net for the Red Wings. It was Raymond passing to Cedar. All right, we got 18:03 to go. Face off in the near circle. Kraken get it to the red line. Now they dump it into the near boards. Backhanded shot saved by Talbot into the near boards. And he just froze the puck at 17:48. That might be their 5th shot. Nope, they only gave him 4. Excuse me. Jeremiah says, let's go Kraken. Uncommon Truth Shaman. All right, thanks guys for being here. All right, face off. Detroit wins it in their own end, around the net, to the far boards, and out in front of the Red Wings bench. Now Kraken take it into their own end, and now send it behind the net, up the near boards and out. Red Wings counter over the red line, dumped in to the far corner behind the Kraken net. Kraken get the loose puck, send it off the far boards. It's going to deflect near the net, so no icing. And the Red Wings bring it out of their own zone, send it up the far boards. Backhander steered right on net, and a good save by Decord at 16:59. That was a nice pass and steered on net. That was Kopp on the pass from Van Riemsdyk just outside the crease. All right, 5-4 shots on goal for Seattle. All right, we get a false start on the draw. Finally, the Dunn has it for Seattle. He sends it up the boards. Loose in front of the Kraken bench. Now Red Wings have it in their own end, and they send it up the near boards. And dumped in from the blue line, but now out. Johansson gets it back. Passes up the near boards. And have we seen... Oh, I guess Kane was out there. I couldn't tell that it was 88. Excuse me. Into the near boards, though. Kraken counter. Detroit takes it out of their own end. Near boards dump in. Decord plays it to the far boards and out. But Detroit has the puck. Seattle trying to get some line changes. Drop pass to Kane. Kane takes a tough angle shot. Easy save by Decord. And the Kraken get it out of their own end. Under 16 minutes to go, first period. 5-5 shots on goal. At least that's what NHL.com has. Now Detroit finally added it for Kane. Detroit dumped it in, but Seattle counters at the red line. Into the corner. Talbot plays it to the far board. Seattle holds it in at the blue line. That shot is blocked. And sent out of there for the Red Wings. And who was that? Was that DeBrincat? Yeah, I think it was DeBrincat. I should know DeBrincat and Larkin by now. Kraken's pass goes straight up in the air at the red line, and Detroit... Oh, how is Detroit not offside? Okay, they did call offsides. The guy was in the zone and then dragged the puck in. I'm like, that's pretty easy offside call there. All right, 5-5 shots on goal. 15:09 to go in the first. No score as of yet. And we'll keep an eye on the other games as well. All right, dumped in. It's blocked, and it goes into the netting at 15:03. Let's see. I think let's see, is that up to date? All right. Just want to check the audio real quick. Oh, we got 1-1 Blues and Maple Leafs. 14-21 in the first. No score Devils Lightning in the other two games. Oh, they kicked out a wing from the draw. Gaudreau Seattle gets the puck. They take it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line. All right. Detroit gets dumped it in, but Seattle's already countered into the far boards. Battle for the... Nope, we got... Is that a delayed offside call? That was very late. 14:40. Excuse me. All right. Still not the first media timeout. They just jammed in a brief commercial, though. All right. They kicked out Gaudreau this time. Gaudreau for Seattle against Larkin. Larkin wins the draw for Detroit. They send it up off the boards, near boards, battle for the puck at the blue line. Seattle counters. Gaudreau tried to dump it in. Now he pushes it into the far corner and heads off for a line change. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Now behind the Detroit net. Sent up the near boards, kept in by Seattle. Oh, wow, what a deflection. That may have gone off the post for Seattle. It is 6-5 shots on goal, Seattle. Into the far corner for Detroit. Now it's behind the Kraken net. Puck comes loose. Seattle has it in the near circle, and they send it off the far boards. Picked up in the far circle, sent around the Detroit net. DeBrincat has it. He passes to Larkin. Larkin dumps. Oh, that actually went on net. Good save by, Decord. 6-6 shots on goal, and we got a Kraken icing. Oh my gosh, that almost went in. Oh, they tried to kick it in. That didn't go off the pole like I thought it did. Nyman was there. Oh, actually, Talbot's the one that kicked it. That was actually a great save by Talbot. I thought maybe it had gone off the post, but Talbot made a kick save and a beauty. Just in the near post, with his left skate. And just got it away from Seattle. All right, in their own end, far circle. Dunn sends it up the far boards. Seattle won't get it, though. Detroit has it in the near boards. Comper dumps it in. Battle for the puck. Kane tried to center it. Or no, that might have been Finney. I think it was Kane. And now Seattle counters and dumps it in. And that's going to be icing. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, why did you dump it in there? You were almost at the red line. And they're showing Cam Talbot highlights from the game against the Rangers. Oh, they each wore their 100th anniversary jerseys, looks like, in this game. I believe. Those two and the Blackhawks. I can't remember if the Bruins was last year, maybe. I got to look that up. All right, face-off near circle. Seattle has it. They get it out of their own end. Detroit regroups in their own end and dumps it in from the far boards. Decord plays it to the far corner. And still battling for the puck now behind the Seattle net. Sent up the near boards by Montour. And now the Detroit counters. Now it's into the far corner, though. Battle for the puck. As we approach 12.5 to go, first period. Still no clear winner. Montour is there. He finally gets it behind the net, and he sends it up to the red line. Seattle gets tripped up. No call. Nice shot. Or did that go wide? Might have been a blocker save by Talbot. And now the Wings finally get it out the near boards. Tried to make a nice pass to himself behind the back, and Seattle counters, and Detroit Nope, centering pass to the far circle for Seattle. Back to the blue line. Down low. Whiffed on the tough angle shot or pass. Detroit trying to get the puck out of the near corner. Behind the net. Off the boards. Larkin trying to get it out of there. And now the Red Wings will send it to the neutral ice area. And dumped in by Larkin. The cord behind his own net, out the far boards. Detroit trying to get some changes, and they send it right back in. Larkin looking good pass and a good shot by DeBrincat, saved. And on the rebound, they get it to DeBrincat, back up top. DeBrincat in the near circle, missed wide. Far boards from the blue line, and that is deflected into the netting. And we'll have the under 14 media timeout at 11:03. Still no score. Kraken Red Wings. Now Red Wings 7 shots on goal. Seattle 6. All right. Again, hope you're having a great Tuesday. Let's see. 1 second. I want to check something. All right. Let's see what's going on in the poll. I got 3 votes for the Kraken, 1 for the Red Wings. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Oh, well, here's what's coming up this week. Again, later tonight, we'll have Mammoth at Sharks. And we had a vote for we had a split vote, 1-1. So we had a vote for Rangers Golden Knights, but I went with the first registered vote, which was for Mammoth Sharks. All right, no score, Devils and Lightning in Tampa. Devils on the power play. 9:58 to go in the 11:45 to go in the first that game. 9:58 to go in Toronto. Blues and Maple Leafs 1-1. Nathan Walker says own goal. For St. Louis. And then McCabe for Toronto to tie it up. Let's make sure we're live. They're still showing highlights from this Rangers Red Wings game. All right. Again, and then tomorrow night we'll have Oklahoma State versus St. John's in women's basketball at 6, followed by Boston Bruins at Anaheim Ducks at 9. All right, we'll get back to that later. Face off, and Seattle gets it out of their own zone, and it's dumped right back in by the Red Wings. Seattle behind their own net. Plays it off the near boards. They make us pass, but it gets through everybody to the far corner. Battle for the puck now behind the Detroit net. Back to the blue line. Montour sends it around the boards to the far corner now behind the Red Wing net. Oh, somebody got tripped. And then a retaliation trip. No call for either team. I guess they just got tangled up. I thought either could have been called. Montour to the far side. And then a shot from the near circle. And a save. Looks like Marchment got the shot. And another good save by Cam Talbot for Detroit. All right, we got 7-7 in the shots. 10:15 to go in the first period. No goals, no penalties as of yet. Near face-off circle. Seattle wins the draw. Back to the blue line. Shot deflected into the far corner. Red Wings get it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line. Battle for the puck behind the Seattle bench. I'm sorry, behind the Seattle net, not the bench. Still no winners yet. And then it comes loose to the crease, and finally DeCord freezes it at 9:47, and that'll be the under 10 media timeout. Still says 7-7 shots on goal. All right. All right, again, so women's basketball coming up. Thursday, again, my son has his last flag football game, so only available to do a 9 o'clock game. LA Kings at San Jose Sharks. Friday, we'll be back. Michigan against Connecticut or UConn in women's basketball. Like number 6 at number 1. 7 o'clock. That game's on Fox. So widely available. We'll have that here on Sinbin Stream. And then we will have Bruins Kings at 9:30. I generally try not to do 9:30 Central games because I'll be on after midnight. But we'll make an exception since the women's game's at 7. And try to get, So, yeah. Yeah, but I have a hard time settling down after that. And that just means I'm going to get to bed even later than I already do. Because I figure even if a 9 o'clock game doesn't drop the puck till 9:15, even if it goes to overtime and a shootout, it's probably going to be done by midnight. Whereas a 9:30 game, like opening night, the 9:30 game dropped the puck at like 9:52, and I get it. It was opening night. It was for TV. But, yeah, it went till 12:30 at least. So normally they'll drop by 9:40. But again, that still means like 12:15 minimum or 12:10. So I don't know. I'm willing to make an exception for the Kings. Probably not any other team. Oh, and then Saturday, instead of a hockey triple header, we're going to do Kentucky versus Louisville women's basketball. Both teams just barely in the top 25. That game's at 1 and available on the CW. All right, they just kicked out Kraken from the draw. Now we get the draw. Seattle, Dunn has it behind the Seattle net. They get it to the red line, and then the Wings dump it, but... All right, what's the whistle for at 9:40? Let's listen in. Do we have a penalty? No. Is it offside? Or maybe it went into the bench area. Yeah, the draw is just outside Detroit's bench and zone. All right, dumped in by the Kraken as we approach 9.5 to go in the first period. Seattle has it in their near corner. They take it behind the net, up the far boards and out. And I guess it went into the bench. I don't know because the camera did not follow it very well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like the Giants start at like 9:15, San Francisco Giants. So that'd be 10:15 for you. Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can't remember if anybody did. Yeah, I was going to say 10:15. You're saying 10:20. Yeah, brutal. Well, and that's the thing is like NBC and Peacock, they have a 10 o'clock game. That mean for NBA on Tuesday. That means that's an 11:10 tip for you. I don't understand that. Still 7-7 on shots as we approach 9 minutes to go in the first. Red Wings carried the puck around the net. Now they make a blue line pass. That shot is wide and into the near boards. Man, that camera is not following the puck. Larkin to DeBrincat. Blue line shot again into the near corner. I think it was wide. Puck is behind the Kraken net, and now they finally bring it up the near boards. and dump it in. And Detroit takes it behind their own net. And the Kraken have it in the far boards, send it around to the near boards. Under 8:20 to go, first period. At the blue line, shot, didn't get through. And the Red Wings send it to center ice and backhand dump it into the near corner. And DeCord came way out of the net, and he played it behind the net. And now they get it to Montour, and he flips it to... It ends up they tip it in for a dump in. They chase it into the near corner. That Montour keeps it in at the blue line, and it's sent around by Cedar. Detroit can't get it out. Seattle keeps it in the far boards. Cedar there again, looking, sends it around the near boards, and where the Kraken take it behind their own net and work it around the far boards. Pass right up the middle. Near face-off circle, pass, and gets away. Detroit counters, and they dump it in. They didn't have the numbers. Behind the net, picked up by the Kraken. That was Eberle. And now Seattle takes it behind their own net, looking for a breakout. They send it to the near boards. Cross-ice pass right over the red line, into the O-zone, near circle. Tough angle shot and frozen by Cam Talbot at 6:56. Don't know if that'll be a shot on net. It looks like it was Beniers on the shot because it was kind of just going, parallel to the goal line, and he just froze it in the crease.
24 goals and 57 points his first full season.
Just trying to listen to what they're saying. All right. They just kicked out a Kraken from the draw. Detroit wins the draw, gets it out of their end, into the O-zone. Shot from the slot. Might have been wide or blocked wide. And now around the boards to the far corner. Wings have it. Looking back to the blue line, cross-ice pass, shot. Looked like it was blocked behind the net. Seattle jumps on the puck. Kartai got it, and it was dumped in to the far corner. Kartai is there. Kartai. Shot by Montour is blocked. Kept in by the Kraken at the blue line. Another shot blocked. Sent around to the near boards. Montour has it. Cross-ice pass to the far circle. That is Stevenson. Shot just inside the blue line. Was blocked into the near corner. It is 8-7 Detroit. Shots on goal. They finally did give one of those went on net for the Kraken. Both teams getting line changes. Seattle into the near circle. Must have been offside. 5:42, and we have the under 6 media timeout. 8-8 shots on goal. And the Lightning get on the board. Jake Gunsel is 9th. No assisters as of yet. 11:40 into the first, but the Devils are on the power play. 6:38 remaining in the opening period. And the Maple Leafs are going to be on the power play. It's still tied at 1 with the Blues with 3:23 to go in the first. Islanders Stars coming up in a little over a half hour. Same for Blue Jackets Jets. Flames Blackhawks in about an hour. We'll keep an eye on Rangers Golden Knights as we do Mammoth Sharks. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Sharks have some exciting young players, and they are playing better. But Rangers play well on the road, so that may have been the game to do. Oh yeah, then after Michigan UConn, let's see. Yeah, the late game. Yes. I know. Saturday night we'll have Maple Leafs Canadians, followed by Golden Knights, Ducks. Sunday we'll be back with the Packers, Vikings, Packers at noon. I think probably then a hockey game at 4. And then, I don't know, I'll have to pick between hockey and the Sunday night football game, I guess. Couldn't really work any women's basketball into the schedule that day. I mean, I can look again. I'll work on that tomorrow. All right, claims we are live. And we are back from commercial break. All right, let's get this off the screen then. And let's get back to... Ooh, the Blues had a 4-minute minor. Leafs have 3:22 to go on the power play. All right, face-off is just outside the Wings defensive zone, toward the near boards. They win the draw, and they will dump it in from the red line. Into the near corner, DeBrincat trying to get... It's Larkin now with the puck. Sends it off the net. And still struggling. That was Raymond. And eventually the puck gets frozen by DeCord. And they... Yeah, NHL.com just took a shot away from Detroit. 8-7 shots on goal. We're at 5:22 in the first. Hockey, indeed. Yep. I'm loving it. Last year I only really got to see the Blackhawks. It wasn't too fun. All right, Detroit wins the draw. They keep it in at the red line. Pass to the far boards. Shot doesn't get through. Raymond trying to chip at it. He has it. Sends it to Larkin. Larkin behind the net. I assume it's DeBrincat. Back to a defenseman. Shot from the slot. Big save. Rebound. It got stuffed. Man, DeBrincat had a wide open net. And it must have gotten blocked by a defender. Another shot, I think, blocked into the near corner. And finally, Seattle gets it to center ice. It's 8-8 shots on goal. Under 4:45 to go in the first. Back into the far corner. Seattle gets the puck at the red line. It's a 1-on-2. Into the near circle. Behind the net. Back to the blue line. They keep it in. Far boards to the... Nope. Now to the blue line. Man, got some hitting going. And into the slot. A shot is saved by Talbot. Right, a nice save. Into the far boards now in the near corner. It's sent around the boards again into the far corner. Still battling for the puck in the near circle. Kraken tried to keep it in the blue line, and the Wings are able to deflect it. That might have been Kane that deflected it and headed for a line change. Ooh, hit at the blue line. Kraken dump it in. It's behind the Wing net, and it's going to be taken out by Hamonic, I think. Sent to the far boards, and it's jumped on by Lindgren in the near corner, far corner, sent to the near corner, out of their own zone. Up ahead, into the near corner. Sent around by Hamonic again. And the Red Wings have a 3-on-3. If they hurry, shot wide again. Back to the blue line. Cross-ice pass, far circle. Back to the blue line. Another shot is blocked. We got a lot of blocked shots. Blue line shot is blocked and into the netting this time at 3:03. Hey, Alex, what's up? Yeah, Detroit. Oh, my gosh. DeBrincat whiffed. It was not blocked. DeBrincat should have had a wide open goal. He whiffed on it in the near circle. DeCord was late covering on the pass. Yeah, remaining 6. They should call that original 6 should be changed to remaining 6 or surviving 6. Surviving originals or original surviving 6 or something. I don't know, too complicated. Wings have it in their own end. 9-8 shots, Seattle. Into the near boards, dumped into the far corner. Seattle pounces on it, but the Red Wings keep it in at the blue line. Shot, I think that was a pad save on the ice, though. And it's cross-ice pass. Seattle has it, trying to get line changes, and they dump it in. Played behind the net by the Wings in front of their own bench. Now Larkin has it. A shot is blocked into the near corner. Larkin there has the puck, trying to get it. He's behind the net. And wait, must have a penalty at 2:10 to listen in. Oh, that's pretty cool, Alex. Enjoy. Looks like Kartai. No, they gave it to Edmondson on Kartai. What? What, for coming in? What? Are we sure? I don't understand that penalty. So Seattle gets the power play. Whoa. Thought that was going to be a Seattle penalty. All right, they have the puck. They are 18th in the NHL at 18.9%. Held in at the blue line. Cross-ice pass from Dunn to the far circle. The slot pass got whiffed on and went into the near boards. Detroit is 11th in kill at 81.5%. And finally sent out of their own end, that was Hamonic on the clear. We got under a minute and a half to go. And we're approaching another clearing attempt. No, but the Seattle gets it and gets it to the near circle. Now at the blue line, Dunn looking, cross-ice pass. Far circle, near circle. Oh, pass to the slot, went off a skate into the far circle. Blue line, blast off a one-timer. Big rebound and a goal for Seattle. And I'm sure the fans are booing now because that looked like an undeserved power play. And it's 1-0 on the one-timer, big rebound, and put back. Backhander through somebody's skates, between their legs, and then put in from the far side. Initial blast from the near circle, and a great pass just outside the crease. Nothing Cam Talbot could do there. 10-9 shots on goal, 1-0 Seattle with 58 seconds to go. And Detroit had the face-off win. They're battling for the puck by the Kraken bench. Now the Kraken take it through the red line and dump it in to the far corner. Under 45 seconds to go, first period. 11-9 shots on goal, Seattle. All right, Hamonic passes to the far side. They send it in from the red line. Decord to the near boards, and at the red line with 20 seconds to go, they dump it in. So that was Eberle, his 8th of the year. Now they just gave an assist to Beniers for that pass, I guess. It looked like they had 2 assisters, but now it's just the one. All right, pass to the near boards. That could have been icing. They waved it off, I thought. Or no, they did call it. Wait, there's 1.6 seconds left. I think they did call it icing. Yeah, nothing Talbot could do. Right in front of 2 Like two defensemen were late getting back towards the crease, and just a great pass between the legs and an easy goal for Eberle. Oh, now it is Beniers or Beniers and Tolvanen, the assisters for the Jordan Eberle power play goal. Oh, what the heck? All right, now we've had the draw. I don't know how many times the horn's gone off. Sorry about that. I kept screwing up my clock. All right, let's get the clock rolling for the second period and the intermission. That's another reason why this is ahead, because I'm streaming. I'm going to be behind. All right. Oh, you're watching on TV. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. That's cool. Yeah, I did. I actually had that game. I guess I get ESPN3 access. I didn't think I did. I think that game's on. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, though. It like had multiple formats for that game. Not formats, but multiple like streams available. Like one I clearly would have needed access for, but I guess I was okay for ESPN3, which I wasn't expecting. All right, let's double check the shots on goal before we get too far into the intermission. So it is still 11-9 Seattle. Oh, okay, we'll do the goal visualizer. So Eberle taps it in right outside the crease. They get a pass off the rebound right through 53's legs. And he tapped it in from the far side right through Cedar's legs. Excuse me. All right. 11-10 face-offs in favor of Detroit. 1-for-1 on the power play, Seattle, and no power plays yet for Detroit. They've been okay, I'd say, tonight. The goal they gave up was on I didn't understand why they were on the penalty kill, to be honest. Nothing they replayed looked like a penalty on. It looked like, if anything, I guess it was retaliation, because it looked like Seattle got away with a penalty. Talbot's been great. The goal wasn't his fault. They passed the puck right through Moritz Cedar's legs for the tap-in goal. So, yeah. I'm watching on ESPN Plus, through my ESPN Select subscription. The game is on FanDuel Sports Network. Detroit, I guess, is the TV station in the Detroit area for Detroit TV. I guess KHN is the Kraken, or KONG Prime. I don't know. But, yeah. They've looked all right. They've had some DeBrincat whiffed on a wide open net from the near circle. He just missed the puck on a pretty good pass and just missed opportunity. But, yeah, we're only 20 minutes in. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put that up. Kraken 1, Red Wings 0, end of first. All right. Blues, Maple Leafs 1-1 after 1. 2-0 Lightning over the Devils in Tampa. Those are the only other two games already in progress. Where were we? Hits 8-6 Detroit. Block shots 5-4 Detroit. Seems like we've had more block shots than that, though. Maybe there's just been a lot of shots wide of the net. 5-4 giveaways, Detroit. 1-0 takeaways, Seattle. The rematch and the season finale of the 2-game season series is in Seattle December 6th. Oh, let me get up the intermission clock too. But thanks for the comment off the walk. Oh, you only get Sportsnet. So is it not on Prime? Well, I guess not so many games are on Prime. Gotcha. Yeah. I know the US and Canada probably has it worse than everybody else around the world for access to, North American sports. It's pretty crappy, how many different services or subscriptions you need to get sports coverage in this country. I'm in the Chicago area, and I'm blacked out from the Blackhawks and not about to pay more than I pay for the rest of the league to just see the Blackhawks. So, gotcha. But all right. All right, so one more time, we'll do the goal visualizer. Eberle's power play goal. They get a rebound off a shot from the near circle, and then the pass is made right through his Cedar's legs and an easy tap in for Jordan Eberle. Yeah, not sure what else. These games are all at intermission, but I guess I could leave the stats up. I'm going to take a quick break. All right, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you so much for your support. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will help with growing the channel. And once again, thank you all. And a reminder, after this game, we will have Mammoth at Sharks, 9 o'clock or 9:05 Central. And plenty of hockey coming up and women's basketball. And then Sunday, we will get back to football with the Vikings at Packers. Don't forget to vote in the poll for who you think is going to win. We got 6 votes for the Kraken, 4 for the Wings. Let's see, where are they at in their schedule? They're playing like every other day for Detroit, seems like. They got back-to-back 28th and 29th. All right, I'm going to take a break. Let me cue up some music, and then I'll be back. Let's figure out what music we're doing. 1 second. All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. right, we are back. I'll try to fade out the music. 1 second. Nope, I ended up just muting it by mistake. Welp. Just going to try and slide it, but that didn't work. All right. Excuse me. Just about set for the second period. Let's check. Still 1-1 in Toronto. Blues and Maple Leafs. 17:36 to go. Second period.
Make it even strength out there.
Lightning just about to get going in the second. Up 2-0 on the Devils in Tampa. Oh, they keep showing this because there was an end of game scrap, they say, versus the Rangers. So again, original 6 teams. So that's what they're showing this about so much.
But head coach Todd McClellan said that's Saskatchewan barn dance, as we used to call it. And they had
Saskatchewan barn dance.
the bench clearing brawl, but it was filming nonetheless.
All right, we're about set. All right, finally. All right, the Red Wings will be in red, going up. Hit the wrong button. Red Wings going left to right. Kraken going right to left. Off the near boards. Oh, they changed the shots. It's 11-10. I don't know if they just got it or not. I don't think so. All right, Kane in the corner sends it around. I don't know what that hit. I don't think that's what he was trying to do. He probably was trying to get a deflection. Kraken get it into the far corner, but Larkin scoops up the puck for the Red Wings, and they go the other way and dump it in from the red line off the near boards. Kraken counter over the red line into the O-zone, near circle. Oh, that goes just wide. They were trying to get a deflection, and they just didn't quite connect. Picked up at the red line. Shot. Looks like that was saved by Talbot into the far boards, and the Red Wings pick up the puck again. Yeah, it is 12-11 shots on goal. Shot. Oh, it went in. I don't know how, but Decord lost sight of it. I thought he had the save. The Red Wings have tied it up at 18:41. I thought he made the save, and then it just trickled in behind him. Maybe it went 5-hole. Let's get the replay here. Lucas Raymond from DeBrincat. Well, that was a terrible angle, way up in the corner replay. Oh, they're replaying the one that went just wide and then the save by Talbot. But let's see the shot. Yeah, Raymond, it had hit him in the chest and then went under his blocker arm, I guess, and went in. I thought so. Raymond from DeBrincat and Cedar. We're tied at 1-1 and 12-12 shots on goal. Hello, Piggy Wiggly. Hello, Steelers for life. I'll catch up on the chat in a little bit. 18:10 to go, second period. We just got tied up at 1 apiece. Kraken had a power play goal in the first period. Detroit has it in the near corner. Blue line shot, deflected in. It's 2-1 Detroit. So kaboom, kaboom, and they're into the lead by 1 at 17:56. Did Danielson get it, or did he get the deflection? Let's see what they call. Let me listen in. Oh, he deflected it. Yep. Got beat blocker side. I think 2 people touched it. I think the shot came from the blue line off a stick and then off an ankle and in. Holy crap. I mean, nothing DeCord could do for Seattle. And he got beat blocker side. He had the near post sealed. That was a double doink for NFL equivalent. But it was a positive one for a goal. And we got to redo the face-off draw. So 2-1 Detroit. They get 2 goals, and we're just barely 2 minutes into the second period. Both 5-on-5. And the puck immediately goes into the crowd on the near boards at 17:52. Yeah, so shot in, and then off a stick, and then off of like a calf or an ankle, and just outside the crease and in. What a good shot initially. It must have. I don't think it was by Cedar. Oh, no, that's the other goal. I'm sorry. Danielson from Appleton and Sandine Palika. Shot into the near corner. Sent out of the zone, but Seattle has it in their own end. Done up the near boards. But sent right back in by Detroit. Into the near corner. Behind the net to the far boards. And that is Larson now for the Kraken. Both teams getting line changes, and Larson dumps it in from the red line. And the Red Wings take it behind their own net to the far corner. Finally out of their own end. Up ahead to Kane. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Sent around. And now out. That was Stevenson. Detroit picks it up at the red line, though. Pass to Kane. Blue line shot was wide into the far boards. That pass goes to the near boards. And now Seattle going the other way, 3-on-3 into the far boards. Now it's more of a 4-on-4. All right, Kane into the near corner. And finally, the Red Wings get it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line. DeCord, nope, he doesn't touch it. The Kraken send it behind Lindgren and up the near boards and out. And down the length of the ice for icing. Oh, they're showing what sparked this. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle got caught on a line change. That was the first goal. Yeah, Seattle was trying to change players. That was the first goal replay. 13-13 shots on goal. Detroit wins the draw. Puck gets knocked into the near stands at 15:59. I probably forgot to fix the clock before that last draw. Come on, Red Wings. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry, Piggy Wiggly. Sorry to hear that. Hope you and your husband are feeling better soon. Sorry about. Rest in peace for your husband's friend. Sorry to hear that. Chipped out to center ice, but Larkin has it. And I think the Wings just took the offsides. It was kind of very odd. Or was there a whistle before that at 15:52? Come on, bums. Oh, that stinks. Face off. Kraken had it, but now there's a battle in the near boards. Detroit counters. Dumped in by Raymond to the far corner. Behind the net. Dunn picks it up for the Seattle. Passes it. They finally get it out of their own end. Seattle has it at the red line. Dunn skates it in. Shot from the near circle and a save by Talbot at 15:27. He hangs on. Oh, this is for the first one. Well, I'm sorry, Piggy. Yeah, I understand. Hope you and your husband are doing better soon. And again, I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. Yeah, 2 quick goals there by Detroit to take the lead early in the third period. How did the Wings not get a shot on goal? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that last one. Okay, 14-13. That was Kraken, yeah. All right, Detroit has it. They take it behind the net and off the near boards and out. Now dumped in. Puck picked up in front of the crease and right around the goalie and scores. What on earth was that defense, Kraken? Holy cow. 3-1 Wings. That was a bizarre goal at 14:59. The puck got tipped up in the air. It looks like it's Danielson again. And somehow he picked up the puck and went right around 2 defenders and around the... Oh, he put it through the legs of Larson. And then, the cord had to seal the near post, and he went right around him and slammed it in with the forehand. Just terrible defense by Larson. Had the puck go right between his legs. And now they say it's 14-14 shots on goal. Dunn didn't do anything either.
In the National Hockey League. In game number 5, it took him less than 3 minutes to score twice.
Jeepers. 5 minutes and 26 seconds of time on ice, and he's got 2 goals on 2 shots for Danielson. Okay, we got a challenge by Seattle for offsides, so maybe it isn't going to be 3-1, pending the review. All right, we'll show you the other Danielson goal. I think we did the Raymond one. Yeah, this was the weird one that hit like 2 people on the way to the net. 44 rips it up here. And then 2 people touch it, and it goes in. Oh, yeah, they got to look at where the puck was in the air.
Now, if he's wrong on the challenge, okay, watch this. It's off the board and a penalty. Up in the air. Ooh, okay, we're going to be able to stop this. Spinning is right there. And that's the challenge. Look at the linesman. The linesman is right on the blue line at the far side, and he has nobody in between them. So one more time, we'll take a look at it.
Huh. Yeah, the puck was up in the air, so it makes it harder to tell whether he was offsides or not. They banked it off the near boards. And it's not whether or not Danielson was offside, it's whether the guy on the right wing was offsides.
Now, that's something we've got. Parallax view. There's the parallax. Get the laxative out. We got to get an idea of what's going on here. We're going to see from the blue line camera. There you go. Here we go.
Okay, blue line camera. Ooh, this is very close.
The luck's got to be all the way over. Oh, boy.
I think this might get waved off.
His skates are all the way over. This is not good.
I think the Detroit broadcast is saying it's probably going to get wiped off. But you know what? We can't see his skates.
Oh, this angle. They do it. Maybe not.
This is a tough call. Oh, well. Hockey's challenges usually don't take too long, like basketball, but this one's going to take a while, and understandably so. The puck is so blurry you can't even see. It's like they need better resolution cameras.
We're getting a live look. We don't have control over this. This is what the NHL is looking at. So we're giving you a live look at what they're seeing. The puck's in there, but we'd have to go back further. There we go. We got to see Finney's left skate. Yeah. Where is it? When's the puck come over? Right there. Now, Finney right now is back at his skates on that line. But
You can't tell. You can't differentiate where the puck is.
under my rule, that's a good goal because the puck would have been over the outside edge of the blue line. Right. See?
Oh, Leafs are up 2-1. Thomas Love. That was. We got Lawrence from at 9:32 of the second to take the lead over the Blues. To say they better beat the Blues. Jeez.
What we just showed you, and the linesmen are looking at this in concert with
This could take forever.
Toronto. So if they can see the puck, they got better eyes than me because it's right in front of the jersey of Finney. See, the league contends that if we switched it to the outside edge of the blue line, the center ice, rather than the puck having to be all the way over, that the players would cheat even more and jump further. We don't think so. However,
They're gonna cheat
this
no matter
one
what they
wouldn't
do.
even.
It
The
doesn't
point
matter.
is, this wouldn't even gone to review because it's already on side. So anyway, here's the decision. So we'll see. The linesman handing
Let's see.
off to Kendrick Nichols. After coach's challenge review, it was determined the play was offside. Therefore, we have no goal.
Oh, no goal. Wow. All right. We go back to 2-1. They're going to have to fix the clock, I believe, too.
Right there, if it's the outside edge, that's onside. But you have to keep going until the puck's all the way over and he's offside.
Yeah, it does look like it from that
Looks it.
angle.
Yep.
That's a tough review. Ooh, yeah, it's hard to see where his skates were. All right, we are back underway. So they took a shot away, too. It's 14-13. And we got a whistle at 14:56. Yeah, Alex, the Leafs, the Red Wings got two quick goals at 1:19 and 2:04. We just had a goal at 5:01, but it was wiped off because of offsides on a challenge by Seattle. All right, I'll catch up on the chat and at the next media timeout, which will be coming up soon. We got 14:45 in the and another whistle at 14:43. So the Kraken catch a break on a bad goal given up by their defense. And thanks to the challenge by Lane Lambert, they get the goal overturned for offsides. And it's still 2-1 Detroit, 14:43. We had a double doink goal. It was off a stick and off a leg and in for Detroit. All right, Kraken win the draw, up the near boards, and Talbot played it behind his own net, and the Wings get it out to the red line. Larkin, far circle, centered right through Raymond and out of the zone. Detroit regroups, and they dump it in. Played behind the net. That is Decord to the far boards. Sent behind the Kraken net again. Up the near boards. Down the length of the ice. And Detroit has the puck. Raymond behind his own net. They're getting line changes. Up the near boards. Pass is deflected away from DeBrincat. And the Red Wings send it in behind their own net. Now up the near boards. And chipped in from the blue line. Puck is behind the Kraken net. Battle for the puck. Comes free to the crease. Almost stuffed in off the near post. Sent behind the net. And back behind the net again from the far boards. Up the near boards at the blue line. Shot. Doesn't get through. Kraken have the puck. And they get it out of their own end. Dump it in from the red line. And nope. Was that icing or was that an offside? They're showing Lane Lambert's highlights. All right, we're going the other way. Kraken dump it in. All right, puck is in the near boards, sent behind the Red Wing net, out to the neutral zone. Kraken get a change and bring it into the near circle. Near corner battle for the puck. Puck comes free. Back to the blue line. A shot and in. We're tied at 2. Might have been deflected in. Near post off of, Talbot couldn't. That would be blocker side for Talbot. There was a battle for the puck in the near corner. It came free to the circle, and then a blast might have been redirected on its route past Talbot to the near post. Nice wrister. Can't tell if it changed direction or not. May have even gone off a Detroit stick and went higher over the blocker. That may have been a double doink as well. It may have gone off of 2 sticks. One for the Kraken and one for the Red Wings. Now suddenly it was 3-1 a little bit ago, and actually now it's 2-2. Thanks to the wave glove. Both teams gloved the puck out of the air. They're playing handball out there. And the puck is in the near corner. Kraken take it behind their own net up the far boards. And Montour, they end up dumping it into the far corner. So we approach 12 minutes in the second period. Up the near boards for the Wings, and they dump it in. DeCord plays it to the near. They sent it off the far boards. Larkin gets a stick on it, but Seattle has it, and they get it. And they dump it in, and then they go for some line changes, or just some changes. Dumped in by the Wings behind the net to DeCord to the far corner. Puck comes free. Seattle will skate it out of their end and chip it up the far boards. Battle for the puck in the far circle. Larkin has it for Detroit. He chips it to center ice. This might be icing. No, they waved it off. Dunn sends it up the near boards for Seattle. Now they make a cross-ice pass to the far circle. Centering pass gets deflected away by the Detroit defense. Sent behind the net. Battle in the far corner. DeBrincat sends it. And now the Wings pass it to Raymond in the near boards. He gets the puck. He gets knocked down, and the puck is taken away by Dunn. And pass to the far boards, far circle, sent behind the net, scooped up by the Wings, and sent to the bench area, where Detroit dumps it in. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Centering pass. There's no Wings there. Dunn passed it, and they skated out of their own net into the far circle, and the net comes off the moorings. Oh, man, we've got fisticuffs going on. They felt like the Kraken had taken a run at Talbot. Yeah, Van Riemsdyk was in there. Cedars punching it out with somebody. Ryman. Wait, who was that? Yeah, holy crap. We got a mess here at 10:23. This should be the under 14 media timeout. Oh, yeah, that was nasty. They were trying to play the puck in the crease, but they did take a stick and get knocked into it. It'll be interesting if they decide to call. Yeah, there is going to be a goaltender interference call here. Nyman, yeah, I bet you that's what it is at 9:37. So we won't have the timeout. And it'll be a Detroit power play. Yeah, Nyman was out of control, then crashed into Talbot.
So this game is all even at 2. Nate Danielson has his first national hockey
Oh, we are taking a timeout.
and another one, but that was denied, and now Berkeley Cat for Seattle has first NHL.
All right. Yeah, let's get caught up on the goals real quick here. So, yeah, Eberle in the first on the power play. It was 1-0 Seattle. Raymond, 119 into the second, made it 1-1. Then Danielson on that double doink, or double deflection at 2:04. And now I'll catch up on the chat. Shots are 16-13. Yeah, let me fix that. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Mammoth are playing what? The Sharks? Yeah, they can win that game. It looks like they are favored too. Although the Mammoth did just play last night too. They had a tough loss in overtime to the Ducks, so keep that in mind. Yeah. 2 quick goals. Thought we had 3. And it got waved off for offside, or a review, and waved off for offsides. The review took forever. Yeah, and in the other games we got 2-2 Leafs. Looks like Dvorsky just tied it recently for the Blues. Yeah, we just had a Red Wings goal challenged and waved off. It was 3-1, but they took it off the board. Actually, the Detroit guys don't think.
But it's good that Van Riemsdyk came in like he did. I mean, you can't do that to our goalie, and that's
Whatever. I don't know. On Seattle. Hey, Derek, welcome. Thanks for checking in. All right, I think I caught up on the chat. Thanks to all the new names out here in the chat too. But we got... All right, so in the other games, we got 2-2 Blues, Maple Leafs, 3-0 Lightning, no score Islanders and Stars, 1-0 Jets, Lowry, his first of the year, from Niederreiter and Pionk. Flames Blackhawks in like 10 minutes or less. All right, we got Raymond, Larkin, Kane, DeBrincat, and Sandin Pellikka on the power play. Still waiting for the... There we go. Finally got the draw. Puck is in the far corner. Wings keep it in at the red line. Far circle. Shot from the slot. Deflected off a stick of Kane into the near corner. Battle for the puck. In front of the crease. Into the far boards. Detroit keeps it in at the blue line. Now Seattle has the puck, and they will send it down the length of the ice where Talbot plays it behind the net. 9:50 to go in the second period. Kane over the red line. Sends it to the far boards. Far circle. Skated right up to the crease by Larkin, and that stuff attempt didn't work. To the far circle. Centering pass gets picked up by the Kraken and sent down the length of the ice. 16-15 shots on goal. Just under a minute to go on the power play for Detroit. Dumped in by Raymond. Yeah, I think he's going for a line change. And centered to the slot, and a goal for the Red Wings. Nice pass off the goal line to the slot area and buried the shot, and the Wings are back up by a goal, 3-2 at 9:04. Wild second period. And I don't mean Minnesota. I know, bad pun. So they worked the puck out of the near boards. I think that's Van Riemsdyk to the far circle and just buried it on a wrister, almost like I think it was a one-timer. No, I'm sorry. That was Danielson on the pass. And then he ripped it blocker side over DeCord's, right shoulder. Finney, I think, on the goal. Finney from Danielson and Kopp. Finney's fifth. 8:56 to go. And The Kraken have it in the far boards. They send it behind the Detroit net. Kopp sends it up the near boards. And it's skated out. Danielson dumps it in from the red line over to the far corner. Kraken pass it near to the near boards now. Into the near corner. Danielson up the near boards on the counter. Sent to the far boards. And the Kraken have the puck. Lindgren, and they send it around the near side. Marchment has it in the near circle now, near corner. Red Wings send it behind the net and pass to the near boards at the red line. Kraken, that's done. Into the near circle, shot, big rebound off of the leg of Talbot and the Red Wings counter. Dumped in by Kane to the far corner. Now to the near corner. Kane sends it back to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Deflected into the far corner. 17-15 shots on goal, Seattle. So they took one away from Detroit. At the red line. To the near circle. Shot and deflected. Comes all the way out to the blue line. Kane dumps it in. Played in the near boards. Near corner now behind the net. Detroit gets to Kane. Kane back to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Near circle. Shot was wide, or a pass was wide off the boards behind the net. Raymond tries to get it. And Detroit has it in the near boards. Takes it to the point. Far circle. At the blue line. Shot from the slot. Big rebound. And still possessed by Larkin to the far circle. Shot wide into the near circle. Or near boards. Larkin in the near circle. Behind the net. To the far corner. Back to the blue line. Sends it to the far circle. Back to the blue line. Pass to the near boards. And finally out of the zone. Man, that was a long time in the zone. Like, probably a minute and a half to 2 minutes for Detroit. And they send it into the corner. Larkin sends one off behind the net. He's battling for it in the near corner. Larkin on a long shift, I think. Yeah, he's all right. Shot. Oh, man, a nice shot by Raymond. And it's frozen by DeCord in the crease. And, yeah, we are long overdue for immediate timeout. I don't think we got the 10. We're already at the 6, so we'll have another break. Yeah, what a goal there by Detroit to take the lead. What's the time? 5:56. And it's 6. Now it's 17-16 shots on goal. Detroit, they took one away from Seattle. All right. Sharks, I wish I could go to these 2-2 Kraken and Wings. Here we go. Yeah. 3-2 Detroit. All right, we'll get caught up. Let's see. End of the second period. Blues, Leafs tied at 2 in Toronto. 2:44 to go in the second. Tampa 3-0 over the Devils. Lightning up 3-0 over the Devils in Tampa. Islanders, Stars, no score in Dallas, 5:16. Jets again still up 1-0 on the Blue Jackets in Winnipeg. Under 3 to go in the first period. Hang on, I gotta check something in my email. Okay, no, never mind. All right, that's fine. All right. I don't know where we were on the goal visualizers. We'll get to the Wings one. We obviously, the last one. We'll go through them all at the intermission. So, yeah, they get the puck in the near circle and then a nice pass to the far circle and then buried it blocker side high. Wait, so I gotta, I think I'm getting Danielson is what, 29? 22 is Appleton. Oh, okay. Danielson's 29, Appleton's 22. Okay, I think I may have been mixing that up. Oh, they're on the same line too. All right, far circle draw in the Kraken end. Won by the Kraken. Montour has it, gets it to the near boards, but now they finally deflect it out. But the Wings have it at neutral ice. They dumped it in. Kraken play it up the near boards. And finally out. Detroit has it again at neutral ice, and they dump it in again. That should have been icing. I don't think anybody tipped that. That was behind the red line. All right, into the near corner. Looks like Montour finally cleared it down the length of the ice. They waved off icing, though. 44 with it for Detroit. He passes to the far side. And it's sent in, and we got a deflected puck into the crowd, I believe, at 5:04. So unless that was icing, there should be another media timeout, I think. Whoa, almost spilled my water. All right, center ice draw. Red Wings control, under 5 to go. Second period. Kraken have it in the far boards, far circle, drop pass back to the blue line, sent into the far corner, Marchment, and battle for the puck. Now Marchment has it in the far corner. He centers it. Backhander into the near circle is picked off by Kane. The Red Wings send it behind the net and up the far boards, down the length of the ice, but the Kraken take it over behind their own net, and that was Evans. Red Wings get some changes, so does Seattle. It's dumped in. Red Wings send it behind the net, up the near boards, and out. Raymond has it at the red line. He dumps it in. And we got another whistle. Oh, broken stick. Did somebody... Wait. At 4:05. But what was the whistle? Offsides, maybe. I should get the play-by-play up to check that. Yep, we're at the media timeout. Yeah, we'll definitely go through all the visualizers again at intermission. Three 3-1 Lightning. Looks like Devils finally got on the board at 17:47 of the second period. That game is available on NHL Network if you have it. Islanders Stars, still no score in Dallas, 3:30 in the first. Jackets and Jets tied at 1. Wood, his 5th goal, tied it up at 18:27 of the first for the Blue Jackets in Winnipeg. No score early on in Chicago, Flames, Blackhawks. Again, we will have Mammoth Sharks, 9:05, so less than an hour and a half from now. Oh, sorry. Thought I slept well today. I'm still pretty tired. Four goals this period, and actually a 5th that was waved off. 4 of them, or 3 of them by Detroit, and 1 waved off for Detroit. Okay, it says we're live. Wow, Finney was a 7th-round pick for Detroit. What, in 2023? All right, dumped in by Seattle. Puck taken behind the net for Detroit. Seattle keeps it in, sends it right back behind the net. And Detroit sends it behind their own net. Up the near boards and out. Dunn passes to the far side boards, and the Kraken dump it right back in. Red Wings behind their own net, up the far boards, but back into the far corner, around to the near boards. Sent around by the Kraken again. Puck is loose to Larkin in the far circle. He loses the puck as he's poke checked. He got it back. Pass to Raymond. Raymond to... sorry, my brain just blanked. That was DeBrincat, of course. The Seattle got it out of their own end. No shot on goal. Now we got a whistle at 3:09. Still 17-16 Detroit. Shots on goal. 3-2 on the scoreboard. All right, the draw is coming just outside the Seattle zone, just near boards. Dumped in by the Red Wings after the win on the draw. But Seattle counters, brings it up the near boards, and dumps it in from the red line. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Red Wings at the neutral zone, backhand one towards the net and frozen by Decord at 2:47. I would think that's a shot on goal, but we'll see what they say. I guess not. Oh, yeah. NHL.com just gave it to him. I'm not going to wait for Detroit TV. There it is. All right, we got Kane, Casper, and Comper for Detroit's line. And they kick out Comper from the draw. Casper steps in the near circle. Seattle won the draw. They get it out to neutral ice. And picked up 44 for the Wings to the near boards. And the Kraken have it. Send it out from the far circle into the near corner. But that's going to be actually icing, I think, against Seattle at 2:29 to go. Again, in the middle period here. 22 votes. We got 11 for Kraken, 11 for the Red Wings. So 50-50. Thanks for participating. Most goals by rookies. The Wings are in a three-way tie for second with 8 behind Montreal's 11. All right, Seattle sends it up the near boards and out. Tracked down by Chiro. And up the near boards and out. Kane couldn't handle it, though. Collision at center ice, or I guess a minor collision. Shot saved by Decord into the netting, so we'll have a whistle at 2:02. 19-16 shots on goal. Detroit. All right, still waiting on the draw. Jeez. Detroit wins it in the far circle, takes it behind the net, into the near corner, back to the blue line and out. And they redump it in. Wings will tag up. Seattle had it in the far boards. They get it to neutral ice, over the red line, into the O-zone. Marchment looking. Passes to the near side. Shot from the circle. It might have been deflected wide. Back to the blue line. I think Montour just ripped a shot. That was saved by Talbot into the far corner. Back to the blue line. Seattle keeps it in. Pass off of the boards. Montour into the near corner. Sends it around the boards to the far corner. And let's see. Danielson couldn't get it out. Kraken dump it back in. I think it was Eberle. Montour is there. Oh, the Wings just took a stick to the face. And I think we got a high stick coming up to Seattle. It might have been Finney who received it. Was it Finney or somebody else? No, I don't think it was Finney. Oh, no, it was Finney. My bad. Montour is going to be sent to the box. 2-minute minor for hooking. Or, I mean, high stick. Oh, yeah, he got him. So the Red Wings will have a power play. At 18:51, Montour high sticking. All right, still waiting on the face-off draw. Finally, and Larkin wins it. Near circle shot is high and wide by Kane. Seattle, come on, cameraman, follow the puck. And the Kraken clear it down the length of the ice. 19-17, shots on goal. DeBrincat passes to the far boards. And the Kraken get it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line. We have 40 seconds to go in the second period. A minute and a half on the power play. Raymond, Larkin, Kane, DeBrincat, Sandin, Palika on the power play unit. To the point, shot, glove save, and what did they call here? Why'd they blow the whistle at 18.1? Decord had made the save, dropped it, and then got it to a teammate. And then, it deflected off Kane. Okay, into the stands. Okay, that's what he was signaling. All right. Same 5 for the Red Wings. 20-17 shots on goal, Detroit now. Draw. Seattle behind their own net. Into the far corner. Puck comes loose all the way down the length of the ice. Talbot has it, but Detroit probably doesn't have enough time to do anything. And that'll do it for the first period. May have been a glove save at the buzzer. We'll see what they do with the shots on goal. So Kraken will have still 51 seconds to work with. Or I'm sorry, not the Kraken. They have 51 seconds to kill. Detroit will have a 5-on-4 advantage for 51 seconds when we resume in the third period. Oh, that's Chris Osgood? I didn't know that on the Detroit coverage. I guess I didn't know what he looked like. I never saw them key his name before. I feel like I've done other Detroit games. Interesting. All right, it is 3-2 Detroit after 2. All right, if you're new, welcome. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit like and or subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you for supporting the channel. But doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other viewers, which will also help grow the channel. And again, I thank you all, returning viewers and new viewers, all for your support. All right, let's go through the stats real quick, and then we'll show the goals. Only 2 penalties, both on the Kraken. Nyman for running into the goaltender, and Montour for high-sticking Finney. So 20-17 Detroit shots on goal. 25-20 faceoffs won Seattle. 1-for-1 on the power play, Seattle. 1-for-2, but they're still got 51 seconds on their power play for Detroit. 16-9 hits for Detroit. 10-4 block shots, Seattle. 11-9 giveaways, Detroit. 3-1 takeaways, Detroit. And the rematch and series finale is in Seattle, December 6th. All right, we'll start off with all the goals here. First of all, Eberle got the scoring started on the power play. He's number 7. He'll be right outside the crease. Passed through the legs of the Detroit defender, and he tucked it in. Wasn't Talbot's fault. Then the Wild second period started with Raymond, 119 into the second period. Raymond is 23. He gets a pass to the near boards and rips a shot, and it went through like the blocker's side and under the arm. I thought DeCord had it, but it went through him. Then at 2:04, the double doink or the double deflection, Danielson ended up getting credited for the shot going in off his leg by DeCord. So it's a long shot, deflected off his stick, and then off of Danielson's leg and into the net. Then we were briefly tied 2-2. Evans, his second from Tolvanen for Seattle. He is 41. Yeah, it's a long shot just inside the blue line and beat I swear I think it got deflected maybe off of a Detroit player and went higher. Well, again, not Talbot's fault. But then Finney at 10:56 on the power play gave the Wings the gave the Wings the 3-2 lead. And again, the Wings had a goal challenged and overturned for an offsides play. It would have been Danielson's second. It would have been 3-1 prior to the Evans goal. So 58, Finney. He gets a pass to the far circle and just buries it. All right, let's get the timer up there for when the third period will start. Keep an eye on the other games. Just underway in Toronto. Just underway in the third period in Toronto. Still Blues and Leafs 2-2. Lightning 3-1 over the Devils in Tampa. Second intermission. Again on NHL Network if you have it. Islanders Stars scoreless after 1 in Dallas. In Columbus 1-1. In Winnipeg, Blue Jackets and Jets tied at 1. First intermission, no score in Chicago. Flames heading to the power play, 0-0, and 9:18 in the first. All right, we'll keep that up, and I'm going to take a quick break. Thanks, everybody, for watching and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. You can leave me any comments, criticisms, critiques, suggestions. I am welcoming of that. Any feedback is welcome. Hey, we got 10 likes. Thank you so much. All right. I don't think let's just finish that other song. I didn't play the whole thing. Nah, in case I go. All right, let's just play this in case I go a little longer than expected. All right, be back. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we are back. I will try to fade the music this time. All right, that's a little better this time. Let's close it out. Oh, I didn't mean. I'll have to unmute it next time. All right. Well, good. I'm just trying to save my voice because doubleheaders are usually okay, but just did that not triple header, but 3 games in one day yesterday. I got to look and pick out some new music. I hope nobody's getting sick of the same stuff over and over. I'm trying to pick the new, some different ones. All right, well, we need to get reset for the third. All right, so Detroit will resume and have a little bit of a power play left. All right, they lead 3-2. They do have the 5-on-4 man advantage. Let's make sure we are live on ESPN Plus. Says we are. Again, I'll be behind NHL.com in a little bit because of the ESPN streaming app. All right, center ice draw. Red Wings going right to left in all red. Seattle in their white jerseys going left to right. And a drop pass as the Red Wings carry it over the line. Kane passes to the far boards. Puck is in the far corner. Battling for the puck. Seattle can't get it out, though. To the point, now to the far circle. Sent in low. Larkin, I guess, couldn't get it redirected towards the net, and Seattle chips it out, but I think it went into the bench area at 19:27, so they still have 18 or 19 seconds to work with on the power play. Raymond, Larkin, Kane, DeBrincat, Sandin, Palika for the power play unit for the Detroit Red Wings. Larkin will take the draw on the far side. And Seattle sends it behind their net to the near boards and out, but only to the neutral zone. Raymond carries the puck into the zone, flips it ahead to, I think, Larkin, who sends it around the boards to DeBrincat. Behind the net. Oh, I don't know if that was a wraparound attempt or a centering pass by, I think, was it Larkin or DeBrincat? Yeah. Raymond was there. All right, in the slot, shot and a kick save, and another maybe off the rebound. And finally, Seattle, Eberle has it at the red line. They're trying to get some changes. They get the puck in the far near circle. Near circle shot has gone wide into the far corner. Behind the net, Eberle, near circle shot. Rebound into the slot. Seattle has it near circle. Another pass sent through the crease into the far boards. Eberle to the far corner behind the net. They try to get it to Marchment. Red Wings can't get it out. Puck comes loose. Back to the blue line. Sent into the near corner. Marchment to the slot. A backhander goes wide into the far boards. Eberle, near circle shot, deflected into the netting. Lots of opportunities for the Kraken to even this game up, and they could not cash in. And when that power play was still going on, the 2 beautiful saves by Decord, right leg save and then a left leg save. He was stretched out on both of them to keep it a 1-goal deficit. It's 22-18. Yeah, lots of off-target shots by Seattle there. We still got 18-02 to go in the third. The draw is in the far circle, kept in by Montour for Seattle, picked up by Detroit, and they get it out of their own zone. Dunn has it in front of his net off the near boards and dumped in by Detroit. Decord to Montour, pass to the far boards, and Detroit flips it out of their own end. Dunn retreats. He'll get it from Decord. Sends it to Montour. And pass. Oh my gosh, what is this mess? Wright was out there. Now the Wings get a shot from the far circle, and Decord hangs on at 17-19. They took a shot away. No, now they gave it back. Well, this shot took it. So it's 22-19. Shots on goal. Wow. Highest steal rate this season. Talbot. 37. What? Does that mean they steal the puck or they get the puck stolen? I didn't understand that stat. Would have had to listen in. All right, they kick a wing out of the draw. We're still waiting. That's Appleton on the draw now, I believe. Far circle. Maybe. And the puck is sent out. And off the near board, Seattle into the near circle. Pass goes through everybody to the far corner. And the Wings counter as we approach 17 minutes to go in the third. Near board sent behind the net to the far circle. Puck is loose in front of the crease. Not frozen by Decord, and it gets flipped into the near boards. Back to the blue line. Seattle gets it out of their own end and dumps it in. Chased by, let's see, oh, we got a whistle at 16:41. What's this whistle for? Was that couldn't have been icing. No, it's a penalty. Sherrod. Slashing. Oh, yeah. He slashed Stevenson. Yeah, he lost the stick. So now Seattle will get a chance to even it up at 3-3 as they head to the 5-on-4 power play. Draw was in the near circle, kept in by Montour. Far side shot, deflected, and cleared down the length of the ice by Detroit. As we are under 16 and a half minutes to go in the third. Puck picked up. Seattle at the red line, into the O-zone. Nope, picked off by Detroit. They might, oh, that puck just got away. Larkin might have had a chance at a shorty attempt, but the puck just kept going away from him to the near boards. So Appleton, Larkin, Johansson, and Hamonic are out there for the kill. And cross-ice pass by Seattle, far boards. Far circle shot, big rebound. And flipped out, but kept in. I mean, not flipped out. Kept in at the blue line by Montour. He's at the point. Cross-ice pass. Near circle. Point. Blast by Montour. Glove save and a beauty by Cam Talbot at 15:35. 23-20. Shots on goal. Let's go Red Wings. Whoops, I forgot to put this back. Apologies. 5-1 Lightning now. Still 2-2 Leafs and Blues. We'll check in a minute. Thank you, Mr. Blue Dream. That's a good handle. All right. Detroit won the draw and cleared it down the length of the ice as we are under 15 and a half minutes to go in the third. Seattle drop pass. Now over the red line. Eberle, near boards, chipped in. Nope, out. Dunn couldn't keep it in. And who's out there? Stevenson. I think they're they're coming up on some changes, though. Power play is almost over. 17 on the power play. And again, sent out by the Wings. Dunn takes it behind the Seattle net, out of their own end. To Eberle in the near boards. And he passes it, but all right, far circle off the boards. Montour behind the net. They get it to Dunn near circle. We're at 5-on-5 again. at the blue line, sent behind the wing net, battle in the near corner. Wings get it. Can't. They're still behind the net with the puck, and they send it up the near boards and out, chipped in. They'll go for line changes. DeCord touches it up to Montour, to Dunn, and Dunn sends it up the near boards. And sent right back in by Detroit. DeCord behind his own net. Dangerous play as Raymond was there. Puck is in the far corner and sent up the boards, but Detroit keeps it in, sends it behind the Seattle net. Raymond is there now. He sends it behind the net. DeBrincat couldn't catch up to it, though, and it's in the far corner. 13:40 to go in the third. Up the near boards and out. Detroit has it. Larkin out of his own end. And a dump in now and gloved down by DeCord, and he passes it. As Larson has it behind the Seattle net, waiting for the breakout. Appleton, Danielson, Kane, DeBrincat, and Sherratt for the Wings right now on the ice. That's not true, because I just saw a number that wasn't in there. All right, a little slow for FanDuel Sports Network. Under 13 to go now. Behind the Wings net, up the far boards, and out. Over the red line, into the O-zone, but I believe... Oh, no offsides. I thought the Wings were offsides. Seattle getting a line change. And Larson's still out there. Passes to the near boards. Marchment dumps it in. Talbot behind his own net. Somebody got tripped. No call. Maybe just lost an edge for Detroit. They send it down the length of the ice. And as you say, this is icing on Detroit at 12:22 of the third. Ow. All right, let's take a quick peek. Still Blues and Leafs tied at 2, 5:08 to go. 5-1 Lightning over the Devils, 10:02 to go. No score almost midway through the game. Islanders Stars. 2-1 Jets over the Jackets. 1-0 Blackhawks first intermission. Jets game almost halfway through. All right. Marchment battling for the puck. Behind the Wings net, up the far boards, and finally out. Up ahead to Kopp. He's got somebody open. Couldn't get him the puck, though. Battle for the puck. Behind the Seattle net, into the near corner. It's 24-20 shots on goal, Detroit. Back to the blue line and down the length of the ice. Talbot comes out of the net to play it. Both teams getting line changes. Skated over the red line and dumped in by the Wings from the far boards into the near corner. Puck gets loose behind the net into the far corner. Seattle counters. Cross ice passes deflected. And Detroit gets it to neutral ice. Kane picks up the puck. And he will pass it back to the defense. And sent in behind the net to... Played out by, oh my gosh. DeCord, apologies. Wings in the far circle. Now to the red line and dumped in by Raymond. DeCord behind his own net. Under 11 to go, third period. Seattle into the O-zone. Shot from the slot. Deflected into the netting. And we get a whistle, and I think this is the it's the under 14 media timeout. We're still at 10:46, so it's not the 10. All right, let's double check the shots. 25-20 Detroit. Wild second period. 1-0 Seattle after 1, and then 3-2. And Detroit had a challenge goal that got overturned because they were offsides. All right. So, yeah, first intermission, Blackhawks 1-0 over the Flames in Chicago. In Winnipeg, 2-1 Jets over the Blue Jackets, 9:53 in the second, so halfway home. Same in Dallas, 1-0 Islanders. Oh, that's the first goal of the game, 9:25 to go in the second. Ritchie with his first goal from Duclair. Lightning all over the Devils, 5-1, still 7:54 to go in the third. And yeah, still 2-2 in Toronto, Blues and Maple Leafs. And again, tonight we will have on Sinbin Stream, the late game will be Utah Mammoth at San Jose Sharks. And plenty of hockey coming up. At least one game a day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a doubleheader Saturday night. Sunday, at least one game. I think I'll at least do the 4 o'clock game. Maybe a doubleheader. Maybe we'll do a night game instead of Sunday night football. Sunday night football's tough. There's a lot of competition and less views here on YouTube, at least for me. I mean, all right.
And opportunities. It's been his calling card, even when he played in the SHL, guys.
Yeah, and the 23
Enjoy the coffee. Yeah, I know it's late. 10. I had afternoon coffee and tea at lunch, so I hope I'll be okay. Uncommon. All right. Larkin finally gets it out of the Detroit end, and they dump it in. Under 10.5 to go in the third. Battle for the puck in the near boards, and off to the far boards, picked up. Who is that? Sent to Montour, I know that. And he has it at the blue line, into the near corner, behind the net. And the Wings in the near circle area along the boards. It's kept in at the blue line, far circle shot. High or wide into the near boards. And flip back into the behind the net. Detroit has possession. That Seager, he brings it out and brought into the O-zone and battle in the near corner. Under 9.5 to go in the third. Around the boards, kept in at the blue line, sent behind the net again. Battle in the near corner, that was Finney. And Eberle's going the other way. Cross-ice pass to the far circle. Marchment to Eberle. Battle for the puck behind the net. Beniers was trying to get it. Wings get it out of their own end and dump it in just inside the red line. Behind the Seattle net. Marchment cross-ice pass and dumped in from the red line by Larson. Far corner. Wings get it behind the net. Up the near boards. Finally Kopp. And it's flipped out of their own end. Gloved down by Seattle. And they will send it to the far boards. Far circle. Kept in at the blue line. Nope, now it's out. Dunn couldn't keep it in. He dumps it in. Kraken tag up, and the Wings send it behind the net, up the near boards, and out. And crossover move, shot by Kopp, I think, goes high off the netting, and we will get a whistle. Or was that not Kopp? We got a under 10 media timeout at 8:09. Still 3-2. Oof, there was my shoulder. All right, let's check in again. So 2:39 to go in the third. Blues and Maple Leafs still knotted up at 2. 6:25 to go in the third. Lightning still up 5-1 on the Devils. 7:57 in the second. Islanders 1-0 over the Stars in Dallas. Jets still up 2-1 over the Jackets, 7:32 in the second. Oh, Morrissey with his fourth. And Lowry with his first. Wood on the goal for Columbus. Oh, and the Stars just tied it up. Still 1-0 Blackhawks. They're still at the first intermission over the Flames in Chicago. In Dallas, Robertson's 10th ties the game up, 12:25 of the second. Still listed as unassisted as of now. 1-1. I think we got the Islanders game on Sunday. I think they're playing at 4 Central. Again, Sunday we will have Vikings Packers at noon Central, and then I think we'll go hockey. Maybe 2 games of hockey. Didn't look like there was any women's basketball that was interesting. Under 2 to go, or under 2 to play in Toronto. Under 5 in Tampa. All right, back. Let's make sure we're alive here, and we are. Okay. Okay, a little over 8 minutes to go in the third. 3-2 Detroit. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I see the 100-year anniversary or 100th season patches that the Wings have. They're on the shoulders. Still waiting on the linesman. Finally, we get the draw. Seattle in their own end behind the net. Montour off the far boards. Cross-ice pass at the red line. Dumped in. Wings take it. Send it behind the net. Kane doesn't get it out. Now he does. And Seattle picks it up. Montour at the red line will dump it in. Under 7:45 to go in the third. Wings behind their own net. Pass up the middle. Deflected and sent in behind the Kraken net. And that is done, waiting for the breakout. To Marchment. Marchment into the ozone. To the far side. Back to Marchment. He falls down. Puck is sent behind the net. Jordan, I think it was Jordan Eberle was out there still. Into the near boards. And Detroit sends it off the far boards. Dunn keeps it in. Blue line pass. Shot. Blocked. Rebound sent behind the net. Marchment sends it behind and picked up by Edvinson and sent down the length of the ice for icing as Larson scoops it at 6:43. Larson's shot was blocked. Rebound came to Marchment, and Marchment whiffed on it. That would have tied the game. Don't think Talbot had sealed the post off in time, and he was getting like a stick near him. Might have taken his eye off of it from the Detroit defense, but that looked like Marchment could have easily tied the game up. And sent down the length of the ice again. This time no icing. Seattle has it. And nope, they can't get it out. Montour's pass did not get out of the zone. Now the next pass does. And they dump it in. Wings play it up the near boards and finally out of their own end. At the red line. Scooped up. Taken in. Behind the net, wraparound attempt. I think it was blocked by a defenseman. Back to the red line. Shot is blocked into the netting by the Kraken defense with 6 minutes to go. 25-20. We have not had a shot get on goal, I feel like, in a little bit. 25-20 shots on goal in favor of Detroit, and they are up 3-2 in the game. And we headed to overtime in Toronto. Blues and Leafs still tied at 2-2. Under 6 to go in this one in the third. Over the red line. Taken into the O-zone. Chipped into the near corner. Behind the net. Battle in the far corner for the puck. Sent behind the net. Past Sherratt. Or Chirot. I don't know how to say that. Blue line pass by Seattle. Man, the cameraman camera person just didn't follow that puck. No clue. Went into the stands at 5:32. Now we got the under 6 media timeout. At least I thought we did. There we go. They took a long time going to their commercial break. All right. Still not underway in overtime in Toronto. 4:20 to go in Tampa. Lightning still up 5-1 on the Devils. 2-1 Jets, 5:10 in the second. Just underway, about a minute into the second period. Blackhawks lead the Flames 1-0. And in about 35 minutes, we'll have Mammoth Sharks, and we'll keep an eye on Rangers Golden Knights as well. Hope you're having a great Tuesday or Wednesday around the world and are ready for some hockey action, NHL hockey action, and still got one more game on the schedule here tonight. Let's double check. Whoops, the shots on goal. Yeah, 25-20. What button did I hit?
Recording gameplay has.
Oh, I hit a bookmark. I was like, a bookmark on the browser I'm using for the score puck. I was like, how did I get to YouTube by mistake? I got it. All right, let's make sure we are live. It says we are. As Chris Osgood and Logan Reaver give their thoughts on the game or what they're going to talk about in the post game, maybe. I don't know. Chris Osgood, a pretty good goalie for Detroit. I believe he played on other teams too. I don't remember. Wild second period, and so far no goals in the third. And they kick a Kraken out of the draw. That was Beniers that got kicked out. Marchment will step in, I think. And Wings win it. They have it behind their own net. Under 5.5 to go. Sent into the O-zone. Into the far circle. Backhanders saved by Decord. The rebounds into the far boards. Kept in at the blue line by the Wings. Shot blocked. Kane sends it around. Far boards. Behind the net. Seattle puck. Eberle pass. Into the near boards. And Red Wings send it out. Scooped up by Montour. Pass. Red line. Montour has it. Far circle. Into the far corner. Drop pass. Back to the blue line now. Back to far circle. Far corner. Raymond gets it out of the Red Wings end with 4.5 to go in the third period. So they have Raymond, Larkin, DeBrincat. Nope, we had a... What was the whistle for? All right, why are we showing Oh, man, what the heck was that whistle? We sure we're live? Uh-oh. Yeah, the app was slow to respond. I'm not going to touch anything. All right, I guess it was icing on the Red Wings. They send it out of their near end, their near side again. Now we got under 4:20 to go. There we go. Kraken lose the puck at the neutral ice. Larkin has it. He whiffs on a shot. May have had his stick lifted, though. And Seattle pokes it into the O zone, but they had to tag up. And they're heading for a line change and dumped in by Detroit into the far corner. Seattle in front of their own net. Now they bring it up the near boards. Into the O zone, near circle. Backhander is wide of everybody into the far corner. Pass now dumped in behind the net. Talbot touched it up. They got a shot, though. My gosh, he almost gave up one to the near post after playing that puck behind the net. He barely recovered in time. I think there was some confusion with the defenseman. That was dangerous. Talbot tried to touch it to the defense. Seattle jumped on the puck, and he just recovered from the far post to the near post and made a quick glove save. Actually, they may need to review to see it. I don't think they'll get a good view of it to see if that puck crossed the line. Talbot is very fortunate that we're not tied at 3. Okay, I guess no review. 57-37 on just shots, not on goal. 26-21 Detroit shots on goal. Under 3.5 to go now in the third. Yeah, either Talbot or the defenseman fell asleep a little bit there. Seattle almost got a quick, easy goal there on a loose puck behind the net. All right, sent to the far boards. Blast from the slot area. That gets deflected into the netting. Man, another fortunate bounce, I think, for Detroit. 3:08 to go. 26-22 shots on goal. They're changing people. I'm going to wait. Raymond, Finney, DeBrincat, Sherratt, and Hamonic for Detroit. Far circle draw. And still waiting on the linesman. Boy, that is not who is out there that NHL.com has for Seattle, at least on the draw. All right, Sherratt can't get it out. Finally, the Wings get it out of their own end. Under 3 to go in the third. Seattle out of their own end. Into the near boards. Sent in from the red line. Well, 2 attempts, they finally did it. Into the near corner, behind the net. Somebody fell down for the Wings. Behind the Marchment sends one near the crease, but Sherratt has it, and he clears it down into the Seattle end. Both teams getting line changes right now. And Seattle has it. Near circle pass through the center ice, redirected on net. And the Wings get it to center ice. Dunn has the puck. He makes a drop or back pass. And into the near corner from the far boards. Eberle can't keep it in. It's sent out by Detroit in front of their bench. Now Seattle takes over in front of their bench. Oh, they did pull the cord. It is extra attacker, so 6-on-5. Puck comes loose, and Montour has it at the red line. Dumps it in into the far corner behind the Wings net. Puck is pinned. Now it's up. Pass at the blue line. Red line, blue line into the zone. Shot off the side of the net for the Wings. As we approach 1:20 to go, battle for the puck behind Seattle's net. Montour now takes a goalie position finally for Seattle. Seattle, loses the puck and nearly had disaster. Wings have it at the red line. Raymond back to his defenseman. Now a fresh forward off the bench, Larkin. Cross-ice pass. Raymond. Oh, no, they called offsides. Wait, the time still was going. Oh, we got some pushing and shoving. I thought, boy, they let the clock go more. They got to put time back on the clock. Yeah, 57.
Long goal this season is an empty netter. Looked for a second, but off the outside, off the apron of the goal.
Yeah, Kopp sent one off the Oh, I see. Raymond took a shot from a Kraken player and was not happy. They're not going to put time back on the clock? That clock kept rolling long after the whistle. I think there's some confusion on how much time is left. Seattle should definitely be asking for more time. Yeah, 57.4. That's what I thought. They let 3 full seconds keep ticking off after the whistle for, I believe, offside on Detroit. (26-22) shots on goal, Detroit. Oof, we're going to have the next game in about 20 minutes or so for the live stream. All right, I think, yeah, they put the cord back in for that draw because it was just outside their zone. Now Montour has it up ahead off the near boards, and I believe the cord will head to the, yep, he has headed to the bench for the extra attacker. At the blue line, kept in, shot, big rebound into the slot, sent down the length of the ice and into the net for an empty netter with 30 seconds to go. Detroit up 2 now. 29.5 seconds to go. They're up 4-2. So they'll have to put the cord back in, at least for this draw. Larkin on the empty netter, his 12th of the year, from his own blue line, just inside the near post, from Raymond and DeBrincat. To give Detroit the 4-2 lead. Face off. And at the neutral ice, Wings have it. Shot, glove save, and held on with 13.7 to go by DeCord. So 28-22 shots on goal, Detroit now. So Detroit hangs on. They were down 1-0 after 1. Took the 2-1 lead. Thought they had a 3-1 lead. Instead, that draw, they didn't even show it. We got under 10 seconds to go. Detroit has it in their own end. 3, 2, 1. That is your game. 4-2 final and win there by Detroit. It's a pretty good game, especially that electric second period. Please like and subscribe before you head out of here. Hope to see you in less than 20 minutes for the nightcap. The Mammoth at the Sharks. Let's end the poll. 56% were correct of the 27 votes that Detroit would prevail. So the only goal of the third was that Larkin empty netter. Again, it was from the near side, the blue line, and he sent it in just inside the near post. His 12th of the year from Raymond and DeBrincat with only 29.5 seconds left. All right, think we'll take a break and save the voice for the game coming up. Thanks so much for watching and commenting. Appreciate you all being here. Thanks for supporting Sinbin Stream here on YouTube. Hope to see you soon for hockey, women's college basketball, and Green Bay Packers football in the next 5 days. Thank you so much, especially to Uncommon Truth Shaman. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. All right, we'll see you, like I said, like 17 minutes. Take care. Hope to see you, if not then, soon. Wishing you all the best. Be well. Sinbin Stream signing out for now, and bye-bye.